Hi, and welcome to this bite-sized training. This is all about fees. It's just short and sharp, okay? It's not going to cover everything, but it's certainly going to leave you with some food for thought. So let's dive right in. So how some therapists set their fees is they will ask around, they'll see what other therapists are charging. Something else they'll do is they'll have a look at what other businesses are charging in their geographical location, or they might go and ask their supervisor, what do you think my fee should be? And I will run with whatever the supervisor says. But the problem with these three approaches is you don't actually know what's going on for other businesses and how they arrived at those fees. So it doesn't make any sense at all that you should be charging the same fee that they do. Okay. Also, with speaking to your supervisor, there are plenty of supervisors who undercharge because they have issues around their own money mindset. So if you go to that supervisor who doesn't have a fantastic business head or who doesn't have a great money mindset and you say to them, what do you think I should be charging? They're going to tell you a much lower fee than you should and could be, and you will go and do it. And it's going to lead to all sorts of problems. This is how some of us go and set our fees, but it's not the way. The main thing that influences our fee in the early days of private practice, and maybe even for some of us who've been in business for a lot longer, is our mindset, right? It's our own experiences historically of growing up in your home. What was the narrative back then about money? Was it money doesn't grow on trees? You have to work really hard for money. We can't afford nice things. Don't touch that. Put it down. If you break it, I'll have to pay for it and I can't afford it. Think about what was, created for you in your developmental period of money. What was the story that you were exposed to around money? And ask yourself honestly, am I holding on to that? And is that story showing up in my business now? And if so, what can I do about it, right? So you've got your own history, your own experiences with money. You've got the way that you grew up with money. Maybe you're doing things like you don't feel good enough to receive money, so you're pushing it away. You don't feel worthy enough. Maybe you're thinking, well, I can't charge what I really want to charge because I only have this qualification, or I only people in my area can't afford, and things like that, right? So you might be doing that. You might be thinking that a great way to fill your diary is to offer big discounts and really charge lower rates. You might be thinking that it's really important to you to be the affordable therapist, the affordable private practice, so no one misses out and everybody gets access to everything. Well, I want to say, for some of you, that might be true, but there might be others of you that are using that as a defense mechanism, as a layer of protection to stop you from being rejected. Might be what's going on in your mind. You might be thinking, oh, people aren't booking you with me and it's because of the fee. No. How people spend their money is none of our business. That's number one. If they see what you're offering as important and valuable, they will book themselves in at the fee that you're charging. Okay. If they don't see it as important and valuable, if they've got other things going on in their lives, that's where they're going to direct their money. And that's none of our business, right? And we cannot try and build a business on the idea of trying to be affordable and worrying about how other people spend their money. Okay. We have to focus on how we help, who we help, what we help them with, the outcome that they're going to get from working with us. And we need to lean into that. It's the value for a client is not necessarily in the dollar amount. It's in, can you make me feel differently? Can you help me? Can you make me feel better? Can you do it more quickly? Those are the things that clients are interested in, okay? But when you're in a mindset of scarcity and you don't feel worthy enough to charge the fee, you can run into the problem of undercharging, and maybe you're going to have to see a higher volume of clients in order to be able to pay your obligations, your memberships, insurances, expenses, on costs for the business, all of that. You're going to have to see a lot more clients to meet your obligations than you would if you were charging the regular fee or the recommended fee or the right fee for your business. And this can lead to burnout. And it has. There are plenty of therapists in private practice that have gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, all of these and resulted in burnout, right? It comes from mindset, number one, and it comes from lack of knowledge around how to run a business. Okay, many of us, of course, we went and we invested in our education to learn how to be fantastic therapists. And we are, and we love what we do, and we really are so passionate about helping people. Okay, it's what we do, it's who we are, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA. But that doesn't make us good business owners. What's going to make you a good business owner is having knowledge and education about how to run a private practice. And if you don't do that, you're winging it, and you're probably experiencing a lot of this. This might be what we're looking at now, is probably for some of you influencing what you're experiencing in the practice, and it's avoidable. The right way to set the fee for your business is to understand two things. Number one, you have to choose the fee from the business mindset. You're not thinking about what's affordable because you've got no idea what's affordable, right? That's none of our concern. It's none of our business. What's affordable for one person won't be for another. So don't worry about that. Think about things from the business mindset, all right? And the other thing to think about is, what does the business need us to be charging? So you're going to need to sit down at some point and look at your numbers. You're going to have to look at how many weeks do you want to work? How many sessions do you want to see? How many clients do you want to have? What's the cost of doing business for you when you add up all of your subscriptions and memberships and fees and all of those kinds of things that you've got to pay? Whether they're investments or expenses, it doesn't matter, it's money out. But think about, what does the business need you to be charging in order for the business to be sustainable, okay? And that is the fee that you set for your business. Now, if you get stuck, of course, you can look at things like industry guidelines. In psychology, for example, the APS has a recommended fee schedule and the AAPI has a recommended fee schedule, all right? So start to have a look at the industry data that's around. You can use that for inspiration. You're never locked into it, but use it for inspiration. But always, 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 your business is different to mine, is different to hers, is different to his, is different to theirs. So our fees are going to be different based on what each of our unique businesses needs us to be charging. So just in summary, super quick, you became a therapist because you really wanted to help and you're really, really good at doing it. But what made you a fantastic therapist doesn't make you a fantastic business owner. So by understanding the difference between having a therapy mindset and a private practice business owner mindset, you can absolutely start now to make better decisions for the business that will help you, help your clients, and support you in creating sustainability moving forward with the private practice. Okay, thank you so much for listening today. My name is Dr. Brooklyn Storm. I'll pop some links down below in the show notes. Come along and join my free community, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.